Today we will try to explore the so-called climate business. What is it related to, and who are its ultimate beneficiaries? Climate business is an area of entrepreneurship related to activities that address climate change and its impacts. It encompasses various sectors of the economy, including renewable energy, the production of green goods and services, energy efficiency improvements, and innovations in carbon technology, recycling, and sustainable agriculture. The trend began to take off in the late 20th and early 21st century. Early initiatives were efforts to sign international agreements such as the Kyoto Protocol, 1997, and the Paris Agreement, 2015, which became the basis for the growth of the green economy sector. Particularly heightened attention to climate issues came in the 2000s, when it became apparent that climate change was becoming global. Who is at the helm of this international business? In the early stages, the climate business was supported by international organisations such as the UN and the World Bank, as well as academic institutions and private companies that develop technologies to reduce carbon emissions and improve energy efficiency. Today, the climate business is backed by major corporations and financial institutions such as Robert Rebheim, Gates Ventures, funding technology solutions to combat climate change. Tesla and SolarCity, key players in renewable energy and electric vehicles. BlackRock and Goldman Sachs, leading investment banks actively investing in green projects. In addition, countries, especially developed countries, such as the US, Germany and the UK, are active in regulating and promoting climate initiatives. The European Union is also actively supporting climate initiatives by creating laws to incentivize the transition to a greener economy. Who created and funds the climate agenda? The climate agenda is primarily created by international organizations such as the United Nations and its programs, e.g. the Environmental Protection Programme, UNEP. Major financial institutions also play an important role, such as the World Bank, which invests in climate adaptation and sustainable development projects. The contribution of private companies to the climate agenda is enormous. Many large corporations are beginning to realize not only their responsibility to society, but also the economic benefits of switching to environmentally friendly technologies. They are becoming major investors in the green economy, channeling funds into the production and deployment of sustainable technologies. What are the benefits of climate business, and into whose pockets are the rivers of money flowing? The main benefit of climate business is that it allows companies and nations to not only reduce their environmental impact, but also generate economic profits. This happens by developing renewable energy sources, reduced energy production costs, and improved energy efficiency, new market opportunities, and green jobs. So into whose pockets is the money going? Clean technology corporations, companies like Tesla, NextEra Energy and Siemens make money from solar panels, electric cars, and other clean technologies. Government subsidies and loans. Governments provide loans and subsidies for sustainable energy projects. Financial institutions, banks and venture capital firms finance green technology startups, profiting from new innovative solutions. Tesla has a capitalization of approximately $860 billion at the end of 2023. The company continues to lead the electric vehicle and energy segment by expanding sales of its models and charging station infrastructure. In 2023, Tesla produced more than 1.3 million vehicles and significantly increased its solar panel and Powerwall battery production. SolarCity, owned by Tesla. SolarCity is actively developing the solar energy market, with a focus on installing panels for homes and businesses. Given that SolarCity became part of Tesla, its results clearly merge with Tesla's, but the company was previously the leader in the US solar panel installation market. Siemens has a capitalization of about $125 billion in 2023. The company is actively working on technologies to transition to renewable energy and smart city solutions. In 2023, Siemens continued to expand its projects in wind turbines and grid infrastructure for renewable energy. General Electric, GE had a capitalization of $90 billion in 2023. The company continues to expand its presence in the energy sector, specializing in wind turbines and clean energy grid solutions. NextEra Energy. It is the world's largest renewable energy company, with a capitalization of about $171 billion in 2023. The company is actively expanding its solar and wind turbine projects. BlackRock and Goldman Sachs. The major investment banks are actively financing sustainability and green technology. In particular, BlackRock manages $10 trillion in assets and continues to invest in green projects, actively supporting the development of sustainable and green businesses. These companies and financial institutions play a key role in climate business development, with a focus on reducing carbon emissions and maintaining sustainable environmental models globally. Let's understand what is the green economy. What do climate business and the green economy have in common? The green economy is a model of economic development focused on reducing carbon emissions, efficient use of resources, sustainable development, and improved quality of life. It includes sectors such as renewable energy, energy efficiency, organic agriculture, green cities, and transportation. The main agents of the green economy are national governments, international organizations, private corporations, and public initiatives. Sustainability programs and green subsidies are actively supported in Europe, the US, and many Asian countries. Climate business is one of the most important parts of the green economy, as many of the technologies that help reduce carbon emissions are the basis for sustainable development. The two have a common goal of improving the planet's environmental situation through innovation and environmental responsibility. Recent decades have seen the politicization of the green movement. Green participation in politics and business has become a global trend. The green movement today actively influences political processes in different countries. Green parties in European countries, e.g. Germany, France, Sweden, are actively promoting initiatives to combat climate change, decarbonize the economy, and introduce environmentally friendly technologies. Green initiatives also impact business by creating regulatory and financial incentives for companies to switch to greener technologies. For example, the introduction of carbon taxes and emissions trading systems in Europe is forcing businesses to look for more efficient ways to reduce their climate impact. Decarbonization of industrial production has become an integral part of climate business. Decarbonization is the process of reducing emissions of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases. In climate business, it is a key goal achieved through switching to renewable energy sources, improving energy efficiency, and introducing new technologies into production processes. An example is the use of hydrogen technology, which is being actively developed by a number of major global manufacturers. The European Union actively supports the transition to a carbon-neutral economy. One of the most ambitious steps has been the European Green Deal, which aims to achieve zero carbon emissions by 2050. The EU is introducing clean technologies, incentivizing the use of renewable energy, and actively working to build infrastructure for a carbon market. As the world's largest producer and exporter, China is actively working to reduce carbon emissions to improve its environmental reputation and expand exports of green technologies. China is the world's largest producer of solar panels and batteries, which helps it strengthen its position in international markets. The lowering of the carbon index has become a means for industrial product manufacturers to fight back against competitors. Lowering the carbon index allows companies to improve their competitiveness, as companies with low carbon footprints can qualify for subsidies and preferences under green initiatives. At the same time, it puts pressure on companies that do not follow environmental standards, as they may find it more difficult to compete in international markets. Climate business has thus become not only a trend, but also a powerful economic and political force that influences production, innovation, and international relations. It offers new business opportunities, but also raises questions about the global economic ecosystem and social impacts. The participation of states, corporations, and citizens in environmental initiatives will shape the future of the planet. Our planet today needs constant protection. Threats to its normal existence are growing constantly. We must leave it habitable for our descendants. The climate agenda, which unites practically all countries of the world, poses urgent environmental and humanitarian tasks for mankind, directly points out the existing problems and ways to overcome them. However, it is obvious that the climate agenda is shaped by the climate business, whose interests do not always coincide with universal plans for the future.